Alright guys, MCU Collector here. Video number 4 in the Marvel Legends Thor Ragnarok Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure wave. Here we have the mighty Thor. This is the Jane Foster Thor, Lady Thor, whatever you want to call her, but it is Jane Foster taking up the Thor mantle because she is worthy of wielding Mjolnir. So just like all the previous packages, Thor logo at the top, not any different. Here we have the mighty Thor logo though. From her comic run. We have nice looking side artwork there. Promo image of the figure on the back with the bio reading, deemed worthy to raise the mighty Mjolnir, Jane Foster claims the mantle of Thor, goddess of thunder. And you can see here she is number 4 of the wave for the Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure. So very excited to finish that off. So let's jump right in and take a look at the figure. Now this one's a little bit different as far as the Gladiator Hulk Build-A-Figure. It actually has 2 pieces, I guess similar to what Hela did. Hela had 2 pieces as well. So one thing that we have here for Gladiator Hulk is going to be the shoulder strap that's going to go over his left shoulder. So we have some of that war paint going on there. This rubber material, the strap, is a nice bronze metal color, so it looks very nice. It's going to come out looking very good. And then the shoulder piece kind of has a darker metal color to it with a little bit of a darker color in there, giving it a little bit more detail. Turn on the light, you can kind of see the difference in there. It kind of has a shiny purpley blue. It kind of looks different color in the different shades, maybe brown on some spots, so that'll be very nice. We'll put that to the side for Hulk later. We also have the left leg that comes with Hulk, and how we know that, because there's an L right there, knowing that it is for the left leg, even though it's a backwards L. But there we have it. Again, sandals are a separate piece. I will not be taking them off because, oh, here you can actually see the green of the peg hole, whereas on the other one, I don't think I noted. Yeah, sure enough. So they can be removed. I haven't gone as far as to remove because I don't want to stretch out the plastic in there, but same as the previous one there. It's nice because we have kind of these rivets, these metal pieces there that are actually kind of done in a bronze color. So nice little paint apps to the leg there. But here we take a look at Jane Foster. So now we have our Mjolnir. This is the same Mjolnir that we see with the movie figures. So it's not what we see with the comic figures. I'm not sure why this one wouldn't get the same comic one, or if maybe, you know, that one's probably too big for Jane Foster, the size of the figure. They went with the movie Mjolnir, which I think makes a lot more sense than the other one, which is kind of large looking. And I think the comic probably follows this look a little bit more so. So Mjolnir there, no additional paint apps on the handle, just a solid kind of silver metal look to it on the hammer there, but nothing to the strap or the handle. So now we'll take a look at the Jane Foster Thor. Her cape is a different piece, no paint apps to it whatsoever. There's no shading or anything. It's just done with kind of a dark burgundy color. The only difference is we have kind of these silver metal, I don't know what those are called, buttons or whatever, to kind of hold, that it would hold the cape onto her. And then obviously we know that it's going to port in the back of the figure. So now, I know people are not going to have a lot of interest in this figure for a couple of reasons. Maybe people don't like the fact that Jane Foster is Thor, or that Thor is a female, whatever the case may be. We also know that this figure is being released in the SDCC 2017 Comic-Con exclusive Thor box set, along with Bor, Malekith, Jane Foster, Thor, Odinson, and Ulick. So that box set I will have next week, as I do have a local contact that's going to be picking that up for me. I will not be unboxing it, so I have made the decision to not open up my SDCC exclusives. So I will not be opening it, but I'll definitely have a video showing it, and I'll get the camera, I'll do some close-ups on the figures inside of the package to get as much details. I won't be going over articulation, but we'll go over it. You know, it's unfortunate that we'll be kind of talking about the same figure, but I'll definitely show the difference between this figure and the Odinson, which is going to have a lot of differences, I know. But in this figure, we hit very nice figure. I can't tell which parts are going to be reused and what parts are going to be things that we've seen with other female figures. But the first thing we'll take a look at is the head sculpt. No painted eyes except for silver dots in that black. It does look good. Very bright red lipstick. Skin tone looks good. We do have kind of shading in the hair to give it that natural blonde, dirty blonde look. So at least we got that kind of nice touch added in there. The wings to her helmet are kind of a separate rubbery piece that's kind of glued on there. Not too bent, so mine came out pretty good. A lot of range of motion in this head. We can pivot, kind of tip it to the side and move it around. As far as the articulation, she can actually look up, so it's great when you have a flying figure that can do that. She looks all the way down, probably because this head kind of sits a little bit high on the ball peg. Doesn't bother me. I think it comes out looking good even still. Here on the figure, we have nice textured into the mold to kind of give it that metal look to it. So it's nice that they kind of have that textured detail into it. It's a flat paint though. I think the Comic-Con one maybe will kind of get a different look to it. We do have that gold emblem painted on there, so very nice. Skin tone there is just kind of painted onto the torso, but the diaphragm, a little bit of range of motion, not a whole lot of crunch down, not a whole lot of crunch back, a little side to side, not a whole lot. Shoulders go all the way up, full rotation. We do have bicep swivel, single jointed elbow, of course, when it does swivel at the elbow. Hinge wrist and swivel as well. She can hold Mjolnir in her right hand. She cannot in her left because she has a fisted hand. Even though we kind of have a gauntlet on this one, we do not have it. That gauntlet is going to hinder the back hinge of the wrist, but other than that, it doesn't hinge anything. But we do get some nice paint and detail into the buckles there. If you look closely, it looks like they even painted on the black to show the holes of the leather straps. So nice touch there. We kind of got a couple of hit and miss spots on the paint. Doesn't bother me too much. Here on this floating dress skirt piece, whatever it is. I know the Comic-Con one is going to be definitely a different color, but we get some nice painting in there. We got some silver rings that are painted. Nice metal painted in here with the leather brown. Looking good. We have a T. I guess that's supposed to be Thor. The yellow lines are okay. Not the cleanest. Not bad. Not terrible. Additional paint apps there. No additional shading or anything like that in the figure. Legs are just a standard brown. Normal figures. Not a whole lot of range as far as outwards, but we do get upper thigh cut there. Double jointed knees. No boot cut. But we do get a nice wash kind of in these boot straps here. But her boots kind of have that winged boot to it. That is a floating piece that's just in there. So not a new sculpt or anything like that. But if they're going to sculpt these legs, I guess that maybe they should have just sculpted those on. I don't know how the articulation would have looked from there, but ankle moves all the way down, all the way up, and wonderful ankle pivot. So we got to keep that down to give it that boot look. Not bad, not the greatest of figures. Definitely happy to have a current Thor as it is in the comics. So if you're building your all new, all different Avengers, you can do so. So I guess, you know, if you're looking to do that, now all we need is a current Captain America, or, well, I guess we have Sam Wilson Falcon Cap. We need an all new, all different Iron Man. Not sure if everybody wants another Iron Man, but if you want a current team, maybe you do. The cape, again, we'll port it right on into the back. May need to finagle a little bit to get around the hair, but not too big a deal, and it ports in there nicely, like so. It is a large, wavy, floating cape. But there is Jane Foster Thor, or Lady Thor. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment, subscribe if you have not already done so. Any questions? Comments down below.